Hey there folks, Chumpesque here with another audio commentary, and today we have another game from WCG actually between th000 and ferfe, I think his name is pronounced. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like ferfe or I'm gonna say ferfe at least, and hope it isn't too incorrect. And looks like this game's gonna be on Ancient Isles, human versus elf, so obviously lots and lots of possibilities here. Warden a possibility, also Demon Hunter very strong on this map. Looks like we're seeing actually Ancient of War creeping here instead. Interesting play there. Who has to put this Ancient of War so far back, because obviously that early militia, if it comes down, can quite easily or quite happily just aggro these creeps and bring them on. So by putting this Ancient of War so far back, it takes a bit longer to do, and this creeping is a bit better. But at the same time, just having to put that Ancient of War so far back is quite damaging in itself. It's a shame you can't put it anywhere else. Maybe if you put it here, actually, I guess you wouldn't be close to trees then. I'm just trying to think of ways you could be out of the range of the militia as well. That's just why generally you put the Ancient of War here. It's a lot safer and quite a lot easier just to get away with that. And meanwhile, it looks like th000's going to be sending out this one Wisp of Scout. Obviously th000 playing elf versus human because he doesn't like playing human mirrors, and that's fair enough. And it looks like we're seeing Archmage first against Warden first, so maybe that's why he's doing this very quick creeping, or a very effective creeping. It's just that he wants to get that slight bit more experience, and he feels he can go back to creep this camp with the Ancient of War slightly later. We'll have to see what th000's actual plan is. You know, the Wisp is coming in. We haven't seen any scouting yet, and looks like this one scout tower going up immediately. That's going to be huge now for ferfe. If that becomes an arcane tower, that's going to be so effective at shutting down the early game Warden harassment, which can otherwise cause a whole lot of trouble in this matchup. And considering we're not seeing a lumber mill, I think we're likely to see a arcane tower pretty soon. And you know, we can see the creeps have now been aggroed. Who hasn't yet eaten a tree? He'll want to get off 2 hits here before he eats that tree. And actually he's going for a third, and actually going for the Wisp repair as well. Obviously very worried about just a huge number of militia coming down in almost what would be like a th000 style, just to do a whole bunch of damage and just to harass as well. That'd be very strong if we were seeing Mountain King first, but it looks like th000 actually cutting it very close there. I wasn't sure if that one last hit from the Ancient of War was to get the kill. It looks like it barely didn't, so th000 got the experience, and Ring of Protection +2, not brilliant. Meanwhile, this one footman is scouting around, and ferfe is doing some creeping of his own in a different camp. Obviously, I'd say it's a better camp to creep. I'm not really sure why th000 is creeping out of this camp. But as I say, maybe he just wants to come back here. Oh, looks like he's putting up a second Ancient of War, so we're going to be seeing Huntresses as well. And that's actually quite a strong strategy on this map. You just stick it tier 1 and just do so much damage. And meanwhile, ferfe now causing a bit of harassment with this one footman. That's really smart play. And actually, th000 playing it very safe, getting that Wisp right into the mine, and did actually a nice Wisp block there as well for a second to mean that this footman will definitely go down, and th000 will definitely get us level 2, and that's very important. Meanwhile, ferfe's gotten his own level 2. And again, a quite weird camp to creep. This is not a great camp to creep just because it's so dangerous. Meanwhile, th000 coming in here and get the detonate going off. But as I say, this camp not the best in the world to creep, because if we look at its counterpart, we can see it does have the Geomancer, which can slow you, and if you get creep jack there, that's very bad. Obviously, ferfe didn't know where the Warden was, and so he may have just been less worried about that. And meanwhile, th000 just gonna do some creeping of his own. Obviously that level 3 is critical. If you can get that level 3 before the Archmage gets level 3, then you can just do so much damage. You can just chase it around and really stop any sort of leveling. And meanwhile, th000 looks like he hasn't picked his blink yet, as it's the sort of the standard style in this matchup. And th000 actually now going for tech as well as 2 Ancients of War. Wow. And so yeah, we didn't see a Hunter Assault, and I guess th000's just gonna try and play it a bit differently then, using those 2 Ancients of War just for creeping, and meanwhile just getting out some archers so he can't be tower rushed or anything. And it looks like ferfe is now going to do a nice job of harassing, going to take down these 2 Moonwells, and actually going to try and take out some Wisps. Hopefully th000 will be on the ball enough to know this is happening. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, th000 is 1 Wisp there, and he's now immediately coming back to try and respond. You can see he's now sort of on the ball with his Wisps, and he's just microing them all around, just making sure they're all healed up. He doesn't want to lose any while he's teching, and he brings a whole bunch of these trees, but they're in a bad position. He needs to bring them out of here. Losing these Wisps is so bad. Nice detonate there by th000, and now getting his level 3 as well. That is huge, because now it's going to mean he has a massive Shadow Strike, and he hasn't chosen either his next 2 skill points, and actually he's chosen them both now. Uses them with 5 knives, level 2 I think as well, so really good to be able to do a lot of damage to these footmen. You can see th000 is really hurting here, and he's really having to do this out of desperation to try and force ferfe out of his base. And this is a nice aggression here by ferfe, who's now actually focusing down one of these archers. The th000 eventually has managed to hide, and th000 being forced to build these Moonwells in the back of his base, not where you want to be building them. And th000 Oh, that high just didn't happen in time, and meanwhile Thu gonna get a bit closer to a level 4 here with this one water elemental kill, and ferfe being finally forced back. Looks like he's actually coming in to try and deny that, but this level 2 Archmage is gonna be so vulnerable now. Thu using his Ancients of War nicely, bringing them around the map so he can immediately go do some creeping, and then while he's doing creeping, he can bring his other Ancient of War somewhere else useful, and we can see he's now going to be able to do that, and ferfe gonna stick around, try and get some last hits off maybe, and he goes for it, but unfortunately he's a bit too late, and he doesn't even get that shot off in the air, and it looks like Thu just going to be able to finish up this camp. Meanwhile ferfe needs to go back, needs to heal up, and his tier 2 is just about done now. Meanwhile I imagine Thu's is just, Thu's is actually done now, he actually creeped a bit faster. Ooh. That's, that's a bit unfortunate that Thu trapped his wisp there behind those Nunos, but I saw an Ancient of Wind was going to be built there. Interesting, very, very aggressive play here by Thu. What's he putting? Yes, Ancient of Wind. Very aggressive play here. This is so, so ambitious now by Thu. You really, you have to do a whole lot of damage fairly early on. It's quite surprising, Ancient of Wind push in conjunction with the Warden, just because obviously the Warden does all her damage through spells, and obviously that's not going to be amplified at all by Fairy Fire, which is the great thing basically about the dots. And Naga being chosen second, smart choice there. Obviously you just want to be able to slow that Warden down, keep her out of the battle, and since she doesn't have Blink as well, you can really force her or you can really stop her from being in those great positions where she can use an excellent Fan of Knives, and that's a smart choice there by ferfe, I think, who's doing some excellent creeping of his own, and picking up Mana Stone. Really not a half bad item, though he's going to have a lot of mana already, losing 2 footmen to those creeps. Obviously footmen are pretty expendable, but still that's a bit of a mistake there, and it looks like ferfe is going to be able to finish off creeping this camp, and it's going to be pretty close to level 2 as Naga already, and that'll give him that Fork Lightning, which is so critical as well, especially against dots actually, and I assume we're seeing dots and not, oh no, ooh, very interesting. Hippogriff Riders, really interesting choice here by Thu. He's gonna be able to be very, very aggressive here, and obviously they have a huge amount of hit points, and they're quite useful. They're definitely, I think they're probably the least used units in the game. I mean, even Mountain Giants occasionally see, and Taurens occasionally see some light, but Hippogriff Riders never see any play at all. Really interesting play here by Thu. It's going to be amazing to see how he's going to use them. Probably going to try and do some harassment, but a couple units from ferfe can just really counter that so hard, like Dragonhawk Riders, things like that, just really, really strong against against those Hippogriff Riders. Maybe Thu's just banking on the fact that ferfe won't have practiced against this. I mean, Thu doing some nice, getting some nice items here. We'll be able to actually use that replenishment potion now. Yes, he does, just now. Very smart choice there by Thu. He's gonna, because he knows he's gonna be out of battle for a little while at least, and really interesting choice here to get these Hippogriff Riders, and we haven't seen them mounted yet. Oh, here we go. Yes, there we go there, and you can see they have a lot of hit points, 765 hit points, and also a nice little trick you can use is if you have like a healing scroll, stuff like that, you can unmount your archers from your Hippogriff Riders, and then get sort of double effectiveness from that scroll of healing, and I think that's something that's well worth doing. We'll have to see how Thu's going to play this, though. He's new. Looks like he's going to be trying to staff right into the back. Maybe he can drop off an archer and then actually use that to staff in the back, because he doesn't have blink, which is going to be quite annoying for him. It looks like Thu just going to finish off this creeping here. That's one null, not knowing where to run, because he's only being attacked by air units at the beginning of that fight. And it looks like Thu now running and going to get a good Fan of Knives off. Yes, he does. And immediately, ferfe now knows what's going on, though. Probably going to want to transition his tech up a bit, because obviously those casters are going to be so vulnerable to the Hippogriff Riders, who have their range upgraded? I don't think they have yet. 400 cannot be their maximum range. I really don't know their stats, just because they're such uncommon units, but I think they can have their range upgraded, and Thu just hasn't done it yet. And Thu meanwhile going to get off one kill on a priest. No, it looks like he's going to heal himself to full health. Very, very nice there. And meanwhile Fork Lightning going off, getting one Hippogriff Rider kill there, and that's so useful. Meanwhile, we're not seeing any change in tech apart from this tier 3 is about to finish, so maybe we're going to be seeing a transition. Something even like Knights could be really nice now, just because Thu couldn't take them down quickly at all, and ferfe could just focus on doing some mild aggression into Thu's base, and Thu wouldn't really be able to do too much about that because of his Ancient Wars being quite out of place. and these Ancients of Wind are quite easily dodged. I mean, not fair with just one peasant here, just scouting out what's going on, scouting out this tier 3 tech now from th000, and so possibly going to be thinking they're going to be seeing a transition, even with tier 3, I mean, the only thing I can really think of is chimeras, or maybe tier 3 dots, but against human casters, obviously that isn't a huge thing. And so we're now seeing the long rifle upgrade as well. Nice move here, nice choice here by ferfe to get those, because obviously riflemen will absolutely destroy Hippogriff riders, especially in conjunction with priest and slow. And we can see th000 trying to do some harassment here. Has he upgraded the range? Yes, he's now upgraded the 600 range. That sounds a lot better for a maximum range. And did th000 just use a fan of knives on nothing? That's peculiar. Oh well, and it looks like th000 now going to move in for a bit of an attack. I'm not sure why he used that fan of knives. Maybe he was thinking there's an invisible unit around, or I don't know. Picking up a Zeppelin though, just for his one hero. Still only going solo Warden. It's possible he can transition into a second hero. Ooh, Fire Lord third. Interesting choice there. It's just, you can use Soul Burn there. That's such a fun skill to use, and it just it can stop that Warden from doing anything for a short period of time, which is absolutely a critical ability. You know, this battle not going to happen in the back of the base, and ferfe going to be forced to sort of run through his choke point, which is perhaps what th000 was hoping for. th000 drops, gets a quick 5 knives and runs out, and we know this one Hippogriff fighter takes a bad path, gets slowed by 2 sources actually, by the Naga and by the Sork, and it looks like this Hippogriff, oh, it does just manage to make it to safety, and we know th000 dropping his Warden again, not quite level 5 yet, but very close, and probably hoping to get level 5 from that drop. And th000 now probably just going to try and pick off one creep or something to get that level 5. No, he's coming straight back in. This one low Hippogriff rider really needs to be careful though, and th000 now dropping his Warden yet again. Can just run out if he wants. Being soul burnt, as I say, that's tremendous to stop any sort of fan of knives, any sort of blink, any sort of shadow strike. I mean, it's so strong, and th000 just eventually being forced to use his snap to get home. But really solid aggression here by th000, but he just needs to be doing a bit more. And a Tree of Life now going down for th000 as well, who accidentally, I think, aggroed the creeps, and so he'll have to just fight it off with the Ancient of War. Possibly cancels the expansion. He's trying to react in time. Will he be able to? Yes, I think he will be able to. And wow, what a weird strategy here by th000, who actually has a couple spare Hippogriffs here. Maybe they're gonna try and do maybe they're gonna try and just dissuade any Dragonhawk riders from coming out, because obviously they are fantastic against Hippogriff riders. And th000 meanwhile getting his level 5, getting a Ring of Regeneration as well, and using a Clarity just to make space for it as well. So some nice items here, and th000 now using these Hippogriffs just to scout out what's going on. Couple guard towers going up, that's so important, just to scare away those Hippogriff riders. And now we're seeing some more nice creeping here by ferfe, who's picked up a health stone as well. He still has his mana stone on his Archmage actually. Definitely worthwhile putting it on that Fire Lord when he hits level 2, because those lava spawns are so useful, but obviously he didn't go for those first. And ooh, these Hippogriff riders being caught out, being slowed by the Naga, but it looks like that isn't quite enough to save them. And this Warden with no staff, interestingly, it seems worthwhile to get a staff considering how high value each one of your units is. Maybe th000's just too pressed for space in his inventory, or just wants to spend his gold on getting that expansion up and running. I mean, a bit of a fight going on here, Soulburn being used, and so th000 immediately hiding on his Warden, gonna wait, and actually I wonder what level Phantom Knives is on. We'll have to see, and looks like that's very damaging, and yeah, that's level 3 Phantom Knives, and it looks like another hide being used by this Warden, who should go back and just use the Moonwalls. Obviously th000 has got that tier 3 Moonwall upgrade. That's probably one of the best upgrades in the game. I mean, it's just so useful, and it looks like th000 now coming back in yet again, but his Warden's getting so low, gonna need to run for it. Does have a TP, and using hide yet again, and a Night has just started now, so the position for th000 is going to get a bit better as his Moonwalls start to regenerate a bit of mana, but th000 needs to save this Tree of Life because he's invested so much in it. He's going to come back for another attack. I'm just not sure he can face this army head on. Picking up a couple Fire Dragons as well could be nice against those Sorks and Priests actually, and it looks like th000 now going to just try and move in for a bit of an attack here. He has brought his Warden up with that Staff of Teleportation, and it looks like he will hide yet again, just being so obnoxious. ferfe needs to buy some dust or something, because he can just chase that Warden away then, because obviously that Warden doesn't have blink, so can't play really cockily. And this Warden now with enough mana to use him to get another fair few Phantom Knives, but apparently that's not what th000's wanting to go. Oh, he's coming back in now. Will he get another one? Yes, he does. Immediately gets a sword kill. One Rifleman's very low, but it looks like level 4 on this Archmage, level 2 on this Fire Lord, and those Fire Spawns are actually going to be quite good against Hippogriff Riders as well. And how often do you hear that? I mean, lava spawns against Hippogriff Riders. such an unusual thing. And another nice fan of knives here, but th000 just not going back to heal up, just constantly keeping on this army just to try and do a bit of harassment. Meanwhile, ooh, inner fire. Do we have tier 3 priests? Or do we? Yes, we have we have master trained priests, and